They're very beautiful. Please control those people in that corridor. Dr. Joe Oke-Udumaki, President of Aare, my leader in the struggle, one of the people that trained us on self-determination in OYM, Professor Femi Obayomi, Professor Kenny Duru, one of the leaders of social-cultural groups, Igbo social-cultural group in Nigeria. Professor Kola Rahim, the Paraboyi, Aare of Yoruba land. Professor Otubanjo, Professor Ilupeju Akanbi, Professor Oshikiton Adibola from NAM, Pastor David Ololade, Gani, Balogun Osiare Onakatafu of Yoruba land. The entire member of the Aare Council, we agree that every member should be on seat by 10. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ló dé ní after 12 yìí. Wọ́n bá dẹ̀ bìrì lọ́wọ́ ní èdè jagunjagun 12 kì í ṣe jagunjagun. Torí general will give full instruction. Àdàwọ̀dà ẹni yóò kó dáadáa pàtàkì jagunjagun. Ẹnìkan wà lọ́wọ́ àsìkí ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo yóò lè jẹ́ jagunjagun. Lẹ́yìn wájú alákọ̀wé àwọn ọkùnrin wa jẹ́ native army. Orí tẹ̀ ń dókòó dáadáa tẹ̀ ń dókòó dáadáa. Bọ́dí language làwọn wo olórí ogun lẹ Yorùbá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ o. Àbẹ́rẹ́ wo èyí tó ń pè ní Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ní jẹ́ kó padà sọ́dà yẹn. Ẹjọ́ kò ní kù. Orí mi ò dẹ̀ bá by opportunity or by chance. Ó ti pay dues mi ní Nàìjíríà àti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Chief Elder Olima Okomat, Igbo Speaking Forum, Lagos State. Let me read my speech because I'm having pressure. Bring the product in. 2 years ago, election was held in Nigerian 30 states, and the federal government, federal capital territory (FCT), General Sani Abacha only handed 6 more states in 1996. Nigerians from north to south, east to west, voted for a crude change in the policy. Unfortunately, some military officer allowed that process and plugged Nigeria into a political crisis in which thousands of Nigerians died. As we celebrate these martyrs, I appeal to all of us to please rise for 1 minute to give honor to those patriotic Nigerians who died in the process led by the winner of this historical presidential election, Aare from Moshood National Abiola. May their soul rest in peace. Please be seated. We are all gathered here today not only to honor the memory of Aare Abiola and others who died between 1993 and 1998, but also to tell ourselves some bitter truths. One thing is certain: without the events before and after the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, there will be no fourth republic. If it is a cruising which is not subjected to any analysis or debate, we must ask ourselves, what are the lessons operators of today's democracy have learned from circumstances surrounding that horrible past? If we see June 12 as a catalyst for national development, we all agree that the true federalism is a must if this country must rightfully take its place in the Committee of Nations. Why are we still toying with the idea of true federalism in our conduct? Or do we believe without true federalism, this country will move forward? It is only a fool who will be doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different results. Until the coming of Abiola into the scene, transition program in Nigeria have always marked an individualistic interest and not public interest. We all saw what happened in the Babangida and Abacha regime. The Babangida era was marked by a fraudulent transition to civilian rule with billions of naira wasted. Abacha was also forced to initiate his own transition program, and later it became increasingly clear to Nigeria that he wanted to be a sole presidential candidate of all the 5 political parties, which was a clear absurdity. All the 5 registered political parties were pressured to adopt him as their presidential candidate. That was why she already described them as the 5 fingers of leprous hand. Abiola came to break the genes, but the axis of evil in Nigeria's endless political journey did not allow him. With what is happening in the country today, it is like Nigeria is back to square one. It is obvious we all love this country. It is obvious we all love this country. Nobody can take the patriotic affection and obligation away, whether we belong to any of the political parties, or you are just a patriotic Nigeria. This is the only country we have. And I know that tens of millions of Nigerians shouting about restructuring every day cannot be wrong. That is why we must remove partisan learning and constantly engage those elected to oversee the affairs of this country when we see things going on. And that is exactly what we are collectively doing today in this gathering. Another important factor is that, given the law we have for the country, we will not allow anybody, no matter highly placed, to turn us to second-class citizens in our country. In honor of Abiola, for critical sector, urgent restructuring in the polity, judiciary, economy, security, and political is needed. Of course, shaping the country is not part of the daily living, but historically, I know that Nigeria have a record of not succumbing to machination of enemy of the society. If we saw the security challenge without restructuring, how will Nigeria become an economy and political giant? Without judiciary reform, how will political class behave? Many of us witnessed judiciary ruling coming out before the 1993 election. And even after General Ibrahim Babangida allowed the freest and fairest election on June 20, 1993. We also remember the ruling from some judges. But 32 years after, those rulings like this judge, who are obviously compromised, have our current judge any better? Her judgment holds in house, of course, these days, not becoming a complete embarrassment with average Nigerians. A Yoruba adage say, the flood has the intention of destroying the house, but the landlord will not allow it. So, we are here today to tell those in the corridor of power that as long as they refuse to do the right thing, we will not stop talking. We must constantly remind ourselves that resistance is an endless and continuous battle to transform the country, to shape or form of the policy must be changed periodically. In honor of Abiola and other matters, I want to say importantly that whether anybody likes it or not, this country will be restructured, and the earlier this is done, the better for all of us, because there's no way we can guarantee peace and security if the country is not restructured. If this country is not restructured in a way that every locality controls its mentality of security, backed by intelligence, random killing of Nigeria will not stop.